Hollywood is mourning the loss of Brittany Murphy this morning. The 32-year-old actress died on Sunday from what officials say appear to be natural causes.
When the coroner's office releases the autopsy report, the results show anemia, multiple drug intoxication, and pneumonia caused by the bacteria Staphylococcus aureus.
A shocked and devastated Diddy spotted at the home where his ex suddenly and mysteriously died.
She claimed being sick with a flu possibly for about 3 days. She was getting a saline solution with vitamins in there.
That the coroner had already removed her, pronounced her dead, and told the detectives that it was no foul play. How you order a gold casket 2 months before somebody died, man?
New viral footage has reignited chilling theories about Brittany Murphy's death, and Diddy might be involved.
Brittany was found in the bathroom of her Hollywood Hills home. The autopsy revealed Brittany died from a combination of pneumonia, anemia, and drug intoxication from prescription and over-the-counter medications.
And here's where things get even stranger. Brittany's death shares eerie similarities with the passing of Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Kim Porter, just 9 years later. Pneumonia, mysterious circumstances, coincidence, or something far more sinister?
A shocked and devastated Diddy spotted at the home where his ex suddenly and mysteriously died.
We're diving into the bizarre links, unexplained clues, and chilling theories. What role did Diddy really play in Brittany Murphy's final days?
I might wear this outfit during the wedding day, but come wedding night, I got a whole different suit that I put on. If you know what I'm talking about.
Our relationship was really bizarre. We became fast friends, and we used to just hang out, watch football together. And he came over and I was like, I'm going for a run. He's like, oh, I'll go for a run with you.
On December 20th, 2009, Hollywood was rocked by the devastating news of Brittany Murphy's death. The actress, best known for her roles in Clueless and 8 Mile, was only 32 years old when she passed away suddenly in her Hollywood Hills home. Brittany had reportedly been feeling unwell for several days with flu-like symptoms that had her weak and struggling to recover. Early that morning, she collapsed in the bathroom. Her mother, Sharon Murphy, who lived with Brittany and her husband, Simon Monjack, made the frantic 911 call. Despite efforts to save her, Brittany was pronounced dead at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center.
Hollywood is mourning the loss of Brittany Murphy this morning. The 32-year-old actress died on Sunday from what officials say appear to be natural causes.
The official cause of death was listed as pneumonia, anemia, and a combination of prescription and over-the-counter medications, including cold medicine and painkillers. While there were no illegal drugs found in her system, her passing shocked fans and sparked a wave of speculation. How could a young, vibrant woman fall so ill so quickly? Brittany's sudden death left many unanswered questions and cast a shadow over the glamorous life she seemed to lead. Brittany's home, a sprawling 10,000-square-foot mansion nestled in the Hollywood Hills, became central to the intrigue surrounding her death. The house itself had an unusual backstory. Brittany purchased it in 2003 for $3.85 million from none other than Britney Spears, who reportedly sold the property because of unsettling experiences. Brittany later claimed she felt a strange, dark presence in the home, even suggesting it might be haunted. This eerie reputation would only grow after Brittany's tragic passing. Despite its luxury and breathtaking views, Brittany reportedly hated living there. According to Simon Monjack, she often referred to the property as unlucky and would beg to stay elsewhere, even suggesting they move to the Beverly Hills Hotel temporarily. But Simon, trying to be practical, would remind her that they had a beautiful home and couldn't just leave. Sadly, this home Brittany wanted to avoid became the place where her life ended. Adding to the house's mysterious aura was speculation about its potential role in Brittany's death. Some wondered if environmental factors like toxic mold could have contributed to her illness. In fact, Brittany's mother, Sharon, later claimed there were issues with mold in the home. However, the coroner's office dismissed this theory in 2010, stating there was no evidence linking mold to her death. Still, whispers of something sinister in the house persisted. The haunting rumors weren't limited to Brittany's death. Britney Spears' former makeup artist once revealed on a podcast that Brittany had experienced frightening encounters while living there. She even blamed a Reiki healing session for opening a spirit portal that allegedly unleashed bad energy. These unsettling stories only deepen the sense that the house held more more than just memories. It held secrets. If Brittany's death wasn't shocking enough, the story took an even darker turn just 5 months later. On May 23, 2010, her husband, Seaman Monjack, was found dead in the same home.
Now to the latest Hollywood mystery. The husband of actress Brittany Murphy has been found dead just 5 months after her own passing.
Like Brittany, Simon died of acute pneumonia and severe anemia. His death mirrored hers so closely that it reignited speculation about the house, their lifestyle, and whether more was at play than met the eye. Simon, a British screenwriter, had been a controversial figure even before Brittany's death. Many of her friends and fans were skeptical of their relationship, with some accusing him of controlling her career and personal life. After Brittany passed, Simon faced criticism for how he handled her legacy, but his own health was deteriorating during this time. His mother, Linda Monjack, later revealed that Simon had experienced hallucinations and strange symptoms before his death, which she blamed on mold in the house. Despite these claims, authorities again ruled out environmental factors, sticking to the conclusion that Simon's death, like Brittany's, was the result of pneumonia. Meanwhile, Kim Porter died on November 15, 2018. A tragic day, as headlines broke that Kim Porter had passed away. The cause? Initially reported as complications from pneumonia, but not everyone was convinced. Many pointed out that pneumonia rarely claims lives so abruptly, especially for someone as healthy as Kim. But here's where things take a chilling turn. Her death wasn't investigated properly. According to Gene Deal, a close friend of Diddy and Kim, not a single detective inspected the scene thoroughly. In fact, coroners had already removed her body before detectives arrived, raising immediate suspicions. Why wasn't her death treated with the care and scrutiny it deserved? More disturbingly, Kim's phone, laptop, and other devices were all missing. These were essential tools for any mother to stay connected with her children. Why would all her personal items vanish?
How is it that there was no electronic products or gadgets around Kim's bed? Her laptop missing, her cell phone's missing.
Was someone trying to erase something? Or worse, could her death have been part of a larger, more sinister plan? This is where things go from mysterious to downright horrifying. Gene Deal revealed in an interview that Kim's gold casket was ordered months before her passing. Yes, you heard that right. 2 months before she died, a casket was purchased in her name. Who orders a casket for someone months before their death? Unless they know what's coming.
I'm not no conspiracy theorist or none of that. But I heard, did you hear something like that, man? That her casket, how you order a gold casket 2 months before somebody died, man?
This revelation alone has sent fans into a frenzy, with many speculating that Diddy, a man with countless connections, may have orchestrated something far darker than anyone could imagine. Was Kim's death planned as part of a sacrificial ritual? And why, after this information came to light, has Al B. Sure, Kim's former partner and another close figure in her life, dramatically increased his security?
Al knows that Puff has some powerful people, or has some powerful people around him, and some people doing some things for him that could danger his life.
Kim Porter's death should have sparked a full investigation, but it didn't. According to reports, the police never conducted a proper investigation. Her death was quickly ruled as natural, but critical details were overlooked. Gene Deal explains that there were no electronics, not a phone, not a laptop, anywhere near Kim when she was found. How is that possible? In today's world, where most people keep their phones close at all times, Kim, who was in constant contact with her kids, had no devices nearby. But that's not all. Kim was reportedly receiving a massage the night before she passed. With pneumonia, who would allow a massage on someone with full-blown pneumonia?
Kim received a massage for about an hour when she's supposed to have full-blown pneumonia.
It's these details that have led many to believe that foul play was involved. Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, has been vocal about the darker side of Diddy's world. From the early 90s, Deal witnessed Diddy's influence and power firsthand. He even claims that Puff has connections to dangerous individuals who could make problems disappear. It's not just about the mysterious details surrounding Kim's death. Gene has hinted at Diddy's involvement in far more sinister activities, suggesting that Diddy's actions may not be entirely human. In fact, there are whispers in Hollywood that Diddy has been involved in satanic rituals, a claim that many of his detractors are now taking seriously.
What he should be trying to do right now is working its way towards God now, for real, and not that devil we've been worshiping, that those people got him believing, you understand, that's the true God.
Kim's untimely death, the missing electronics, the lack of a proper investigation, and the chilling fact that her casket was ordered months before. This all points toward a larger, more horrifying theory. Fans and even some insiders have begun speculating that Kim's death may have been a sacrifice, a ritual offering that would grant Diddy something in return. This theory gained even more traction when rumors surfaced that Diddy may have participated in Illuminati-like rituals. Could Kim Porter have been sacrificed in exchange for something? Fame, power, or protection? Persistent conspiracy theories surrounding Diddy's alleged involvement in Kim Porter's death have been circulating for years, but things have taken an even darker turn. The rap mogul is no stranger to public scrutiny, but this time the accusations are hitting close to home. The lawsuit paints a chilling picture of a man trying to control not only his image, but also the narrative surrounding Kim's death. Anonymous sources have reached out to a YouTuber with inside information, claiming to have key details about why the nanny was fired. Here's what the email had to say.
These twin girls having questions about the passing of their mother. So to make a long story short, they don't believe their mother passed away from pneumonia.
The explosive email revealed that the nanny's firing wasn't just about her personal life. It may have been tied to her and Diddy's daughters digging into Kim's death. The sudden termination happened just as the nanny and the twins were reportedly getting too close to uncovering uncomfortable truths about what really happened to their mother.
And when Diddy found out that the nanny was digging for information by questioning the twins about anything that stood out to them that was strange leading up to their mother's passing, they implicated that Diddy seemed a bit more on edge.
According to sources, Diddy's decision to let the nanny go was fueled by rising panic. It seems the thought of anyone, especially his own daughters, delving too deep into Kim Porter's death rattled him enough to take drastic action. But the story doesn't end there. The nanny, now referred to in the lawsuit as Jane Roe, has come forward with her own claims. Shockingly, she is not just any employee. She is Kim Porter's own niece. Adding to the gravity of the situation, she was the first person to find Kim's body on November 15, 2018, after she returned to the home following a school run for the twins. It was Kim's niece who made the devastating discovery that has haunted the Porter family since.
Diddy has seen a sudden change in the demeanor of the twins since the nanny was put in place.
The fact that Kim's niece has taken legal action against Diddy for wrongful termination makes this case all the more personal and emotionally charged. Roe claims that she was essentially living at Diddy's mansion, providing round-the-clock care for the twins. But things took a drastic turn when she informed Diddy that she was pregnant. She alleges that Diddy reacted with rage, upset not only because of her pregnancy, but also because she was unwed. Roe says Diddy made it clear that her situation set a bad example for his daughters. The irony of Diddy, a man with 7 children from various relationships, criticizing her pregnancy out of wedlock has not been lost on observers. His harsh reaction raises serious questions about the real motives behind the nanny's dismissal. Legal documents obtained by TMZ confirm that Roe has filed a lawsuit, accusing Diddy of wrongful termination despite her claims of being a devoted caretaker. However, Diddy's camp denies these accusations, with a spokesperson saying she was let go for other reasons. But the nanny's decision to reveal her identity in court, despite fears of retaliation, adds an unsettling layer to the case. She's on record as saying she's desperate to preserve the privacy I have left and is terrified of possible physical harm. It's worth noting that Diddy has often been accused of using his power and wealth to manipulate public narratives. The timing of the lawsuit and the ongoing rumors about Diddy's involvement in Kim's death are raising eyebrows. Some believe Kim was on the verge of releasing a tell-all memoir that would expose some of Diddy's darkest secrets. Shortly before her death, Kim had reportedly confided in close friends that she wanted to reveal the truth about the music mogul's inner circle, fueling speculation that her death was no accident. And then there's the issue of the original coroner. Reports suggest that the first coroner on the case was replaced after finding concerning levels of toxins in Kim's body. The initial investigation had flagged several anomalies that the original coroner wanted to investigate further. But when Diddy reportedly intervened, the narrative shifted. Kim's death was officially attributed to pneumonia, and the case was closed.
They have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
To make matters more suspicious, the former coroner later passed away under mysterious circumstances, adding another layer to the tangled web of intrigue surrounding Kim's death. could there be more to this than meets the eye? Kim's family, too, has raised questions about her final days. According to those close to her, Kim expressed concerns about her health and wanted to see her regular doctor. But for reasons that remain unclear, her physician was unreachable. Instead, Diddy allegedly arranged for her to meet a different doctor. This decision has raised eyebrows and fueled speculation that something more sinister may have been at play.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide and they found toxins in her body. The first coroner's report that said that she died, it was ruled a homicide.
Friends of Kim have also come forward, claiming they had tried to reach her doctor, who later denied ever being contacted by Kim. This has led to whispers that Diddy may have orchestrated events to prevent Kim from getting the help she needed, possibly even poisoning her to silence her for good. Now, the connection between Diddy and Brittany comes through Ashton Kutcher. Brittany Murphy and Ashton Kutcher started dating after meeting on the set of Just Married. They only ended up dating for 5 months, but they apparently wore matching rings at one point, making many believe they were briefly engaged. You see, many people don't realize that Ashton Kutcher and Diddy go way back. Sean Combs has gone by a million names over the years. Started out in the 90s in NYC, back when he was P, Diddy, then Puffy, then just Love. He launched Bad Boy Records in '93, which eventually became Bad Boy Entertainment, one of the biggest names in the music biz. And he didn't just bring any old artist with him, he brought the Notorious Big, aka Christopher Wallace. That name alone was making Bad Boy Entertainment some millions a year at one point.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive. People keep forgetting he hadn't turned 25 yet. He was still 24 when he died.
But here's the thing, Combs wasn't just making headlines because of his music. Oh no, he was all over the place, fashion, TV shows, you name it. And this is where things get interesting. Combs found himself rubbing elbows with another A-lister, Ashton Kutcher. Yep, that's right. Diddy and Ashton were tight.
Our relationship was really bizarre. We became fast friends, and we used to just hang out and watch football together. And he came over and I was like, I'm going for a run. He's like, oh, I'll go for a run with you.
So how did these two link up? It all started with Punk'd. You remember that prank show on MTV, right? But Combs didn't stop there. He also produced a bunch of seasons of Making the Band on MTV, where wannabe stars competed to make it big. And during all of this, Ashton and Diddy were often spotted together at events, parties, you name it. Ashton was a regular at Diddy's famous Labor Day white party back in 2010. You know, those bougie events where everyone wears white and things probably get wild behind the scenes. Here's a fun tidbit. When Time magazine named Ashton one of the 100 most influential people that year, Diddy gushed over him saying, Ashton Kutcher is a sounding board for me. Like me, he's a mogul, a new media mogul, but we're like yin and yang. I'm in your face, and he's all cool and suave. Cute, right? Fast forward to 2019, and Ashton's on Hot Ones, getting grilled by Sean Evans while eating spicy wings. Of course, the topic of Diddy's legendary parties came up, and let's just say Ashton had a lot of stories he couldn't tell.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, can't tell that one either.
With Diddy facing charges that include everything from ST-ficking to racketeering, people are now wondering if Ashton Kutcher knew more than he's letting on. In any case, Ashton Kutcher is definitely not the innocent party in all of this. You see, last year, Ashton and Mila found themselves knee-deep in controversy, and it's all thanks to some resurfaced clips like these.
She's one of the girls that we're all waiting for to turn 18.
Apparently, the Kutchers faced backlash which stemmed from them backing Danny Masterson, who has already faced legal consequences due to allegations of SA.
Danny Masterson has just been sentenced to 30 years to life in prison and has been ordered to register as a offender. A jury convicted the actor on 2 counts of back in May.
After the Kutchers' outspoken support for the accused, Christina Ricci boldly called them out, triggering a cascade of revelations about their own history. In a stark white font against a dramatic black background, Christina shared her sentiments saying, "Unfortunately, I've known lots of awesome guys who were lovely to me, who have been proven to be abusers privately. I've also had personal experience with this. Believe victims. It's not easy to come forward. It's not easy to get a conviction." In a separate slide, she continued, "So sometimes people we have loved and admired do horrible things. They might not do these things to us, and we only know who they were to us, but that doesn't mean they didn't do the horrible things, and to discredit the abused is a crime." People we know as awesome guys can be p-daters and abusers. It's tough to accept, but we have to. If we say support victims, women, children, men, boys, then we must be able to take this stance, the note concluded. While Christina Ricci didn't drop any names, her social media posts left little to the imagination, seemingly aimed at the celebrity couple currently embroiled in a whirlwind of controversy, none other than Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. These two have been under the microscope for their unwavering support of Masterson. For context, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis wrote to the court as character references, urging Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Charlene Olmedo to offer Masterson leniency in letters dated between July and August last year, after he was convicted in May of the same year for SA. In his letter obtained by The Hollywood Reporter, Kutcher referred to his co-star as a role model with exceptional character and explained that Masterson was the reason Kutcher didn't fall into drugs. Any time that we were to meet someone or interact with someone who was on drugs or did drugs, he made it clear that that wouldn't be a good person to be friends with, the Your Place or Mine star wrote. Kunis wrote in her letter that Masterson had been an exceptional older brother figure to her. She also touted his avoidance of drugs, which inspired her to stay away from substances. Danny's steadfastness in promoting a drug-free lifestyle has been a guiding light in my journey through the entertainment world and has helped me prioritize my well-being and focus on making responsible choices. The Friends with Benefits actress added, the married duo decided to address the brewing storm with a joint video apology that hit the internet on a sultry Saturday afternoon. In their confession, they spilled the beans about how the Mastersons family had asked them to vouch for their 25-year acquaintance. They said,
a couple months ago, Danny's family reached out to us and they asked us to write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years so that the judge could take that into full consideration.
Kutcher then added, they were intended for the judge to read and not to undermine the testimony of the victims or re-traumatize them in any way. We would never want to do that. And we're sorry if that has taken place. In any case, over a decade after Brittany Murphy's death, the questions remain. Was it an unfortunate series of events? Or was she the victim of something far darker? And what about the eerie parallels to Kim Porter and Diddy's possible involvement? One thing's for sure, Hollywood's darkest secrets are still waiting to be uncovered. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.